Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with the new video. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Let me tell y'all, I really enjoyed my weekend.
Do your feet hurt?
They don't hurt, actually. They really don't hurt. Like, I woke up today, I felt fine. But yesterday, I was in a lot of pain. But I want to talk about Saturday night and where I went. Oh, by the way, make sure y'all thumbs up this video. I'm trying to get 4,000 likes. So if you're watching this anywhere on your phone, iPad, on your Google Nexus, or whatever, on your Xbox, PlayStation, wherever you're watching, please click the thumbs up button and try to leave a comment. Not a bad comment, but try to leave a comment on this video. But this weekend, on Saturday night, I went to Cheney University. Now, we went there to go pick up Brandon because we were going to go do the AIDS walk on Sunday morning. So Brandon had a homecoming or whatever. So we drive up there. This is my first time ever on anybody's college campus. And when ever. And let me tell you.
You've never been on the college campus before?
I've never. Not even to I've never been to those like college trips
or anything like that?
Never.
Wow. I used to go on the college trips all the time, but that was the way to get out of school. Get right out of school like that. Get for free too? Oh yeah.
I never went. So they had their homecoming, and when I tell you it was ghetto. I mean,
well, Cheney.
It was like Cheney is like a high school, and everybody on campus is not even on that campus. I mean, they just come from anywhere and come up on there to be on that campus. So Brandon know a couple of people.
Of course.
He's
Brandon.
Yeah,
he's popular.
Yeah, he's a little giddy. He like to meet people and stuff. But sometimes you gotta put that foot down. Brandon, you can't be friends with everybody.
Well, Brandon's a friendly guy.
I know.
I mean, Brandon's he's
clearly.
His mom's still watching, right?
Yeah, you better not go there. But
your son is a little.
No, he's not.
But he is. But he's a nice guy. He's not a mean guy at all. He's just a little 2 doors short of a house.
So he's already drinking before we get there. So I know it's gonna take forever to get him to leave. So we just relaxing, having a good time. These college kids coming in there. I'm meeting the college kids, but I'm like, I don't like young college kids. And I don't like young college kids because, especially the gay ones, because some of them, what's the word I'm looking for? They're still learning about themselves, so they like to try people and have a smart mouth, and they just don't know how to show respect to people.
Well, they're fresh out of high school.
Yeah, but still, it still should be some type of thing. Like, we almost got into a fight.
Or you?
Oh, first of all, not me, because I had nothing to do with it. But we did, because I'm around for my friends. So, Dennis doing his thing, Brandon doing his thing. I'm talking to the girls, making this girl singing. This girl was singing. I'm talking about the real girls. When this girl was singing,
I'm in shock. What?
She was singing. Then I found out that they was lesbians or whatever. But shout out to the girl. Oh, okay, that's her name. Her name was Carla. Shout out to Carla. I want you on the Scorpion show. She had this little Jill Scott vibe and everything. I was like, girl, she was singing Vivian Green, she sang some Jill Scott, and she sang an original song of hers. So then this boy gonna come up in there talking about, first of all, he complained because everybody asked him to be quiet because everybody wanted to hear her sing.
But where did he come in? I'm sorry, but where did he come up in? Because it seems like you're missing.
No, but he came up in because Brandon let everybody in his goddamn dorm.
Oh, in his room.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's a friend of a friend, and I'm like, Brandon, the fuck? You don't know what people? I'm sorry.
Oh,
you don't know.
Who are you looking at?
You don't know who's coming in here looking at what you got and
Bernadette is off today.
Yeah.
I mean, she's running late, so I didn't know who you were looking at.
So I'm like, so this boy come in, and he talking about, well, I don't speak to nobody unless they got more than 30 credits. So That room lit his ass up.
Did he say that?
Yes, he did.
Wasn't he?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Gay, skinny, chop, a mess. And then he leaves. He comes back, but Brandon ain't tell us he came back with some people. And you know, we was already pissed off about what he said. Like, bitch, don't come up in here trying it and filling it on our time, because we're not going to give you what you want. You know, get the fuck out. So he left. We slammed the door. He comes back. Brandon didn't tell us till like 10 minutes later that he came back with some people. But
where were you at when he came back with some people?
Oh, I was inside Brandon's room.
But where was Brandon at when he
Brandon was outside his room.
Oh, okay.
So you got the little... He share a room with somebody, share a dorm room.
A bathroom?
Yeah, they share a bathroom, and they got this little kitchen, this little sink. It's not even a kitchen. First of all this money y'all paying for dorms, all you paying is for somewhere to sleep, and I guess somebody else cook your food. I thought you get to cook your own food and all this and that, but they only got a microwave and a refrigerator.
Well, no, that's why they have a cafeteria.
Like, but see, I don't know all of these things, but
I've never been on.
I never, ever. But I'm glad Brandon.
Like, you've never slept with somebody who was on. I mean, not that I've done it before, but I'm just saying.
No, first of all, I don't like young people.
But there are older people in college. I mean, there are people close to your age in college, even though that's too old to be in college. But I mean,
don't do it. 29 days I'll be 28. Oh
my God. Somebody had the nerve to say to me, "Aren't you 27?" I said, "Bitch, get your life."
Yeah, well, you know,
I'm gonna be 27 for another 4 years. Don't try me, sis.
So he comes back with these people. So Brandon, like 15 minutes after they came and he told us, then Brandon all of a sudden wanted to get hyped, because you know he drunk. They want to come to my room, or they want to come. I'm like, Brandon, shut the fuck up. If you wanted to do something, you would have told us when they was at the
Okay, I'm sorry to cut him off again, yo, because I know y'all getting tired of me cutting you off. But I'm missing something. So why did he bring people back to the
Because
room?
he wanted to fight, because we cursed him out and told him to get out.
Oh, y'all, I thought you, when you said you cursed him out, I thought you meant like, oh, y'all playfully like, y'all cursed him out.
Hell yeah.
And so he wanted to fight.
Yeah, you don't give nasty attitude to people you don't know.
That's true. So then he really went left and went to go get somebody to come back and fight y'all.
Hell yeah. So then Brandon goes, I'm like, Brandon, it's time to fucking go. I have to do this walk. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Brandon, let's go. Let's go. So then like 20 minutes after that, then everybody's ready to go. So we driving down the fucking road going back to Philly. Mind you, it's 45 minutes away. We driving back down the road. Brandon like, oh my God, I forgot my key. So you know we had to drive all the way back.
And you get mad at me when I say he's a little...
Mind you. But he was drinking.
Please.
But still, so he was drinking.
He forgot if he wasn't drinking.
So he drives, so we drives back about 5 minutes. Then we drive in another 10, 15 minutes. We get to the gas station. He realized he didn't have his wallet. So we have to drive all the way back to the campus to go get the wallet.
So who had the brains in the car?
Me and Dennis, because I was over it. Brandon tried to tell me, oh, don't curse me out, and here go Dennis. Oh, but sometimes you act up when you get intoxicated too, so you can't.
Oh, yeah, you do.
So you can't. You can't be like that.
Yeah.
But I said, well, first of all, I didn't know that he's gonna be drinking and everything. I know it's homecoming, but don't try to come at me.
Well, see, now look.
I work with what I can.
Now look. Okay, before you get back to your story.
Here we go. Let's call a thing a thing.
Let's call a thing a thing. Because when you get intoxicated,
oh God,
just imagine how we who aren't intoxicated feel having to deal with you.
Yeah, well, you better.
Because when you are intoxicated, you curse
and don't
everybody.
And don't try me.
Okay.
I will get tested.
So now I guess now it was the shoe on the other foot.
Yeah,
so now you got a taste of your own alcohol.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But that's me and Brandon. That's what we do.
No, that's not what you do.
So then
that's what we do.
We go back to get the wallet. We come back to the gas station. So this time we like, fuck, we not gonna go to the diner. I'm hungry. So I brace my thing. You know, I get a sandwich from there, and I pay for my food. And then I'm wondering why Brandon and Dennis is on the floor looking for something.
On the floor?
On the floor. Dennis on his hands and knees. Brandon on his hands and knees. Brandon dropped his phone, right? He dropped his phone. He claims that the SIM card came out the phone. But the phone did say no SIM card, trying to find the SIM card. Okay. So they all over the floor looking. I said, look, if y'all don't see it on this floor, it's fucking out on this floor. It's in that phone. Oh no, because I was Dennis. Oh, I seen it fall out because I seen it when it fell. So I'm over it. So then the guy like, what the fuck are y'all in here doing? Like, y'all been in here for a minute.
Crawling on the floor.
Crawling on the floor.
Because he probably think they trying to rob.
Okay. Even though Brandon did rob because he did get a free sandwich. So, because he didn't pay for it. But, I'm like, I was frustrated. I'm like, Brandon, shut the fuck up. I'm just snapping on his ass. And then, Dennis saying, at one point in time, he get mad. So Dennis gonna ask me, can I have a bite of your sandwich?
What?
I'm like, bitch,
He asked you that?
Yes.
He got
The wrong one.
asking you that.
Can I get a bite of your sandwich?
He asked the wrong one.
No, that's it. And I got in the front seat and Brandon get in the back seat. Shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. And Brandon still like to keep stuff going.
Yeah, he does.
So he like to start just ignore.
Is he Sagittarius?
He's a Libra.
Okay.
So he's talking about some, you gonna ignore me? You gonna ignore me? He's saying all of this stuff. So I'm like, bye, Brandon. So we get to the house.
Whose house?
Dennis. First of all, I didn't want to stay at Dennis' house.
Okay.
Okay, because I know.
You know what Dennis' house gets.
Well, yeah, it's an apartment. I mean, we all had to lay together. But and I wanted to be at Brandon's house to be closer. So Dennis like, well, I'm not driving no more. So we staying at my house.
Brandon could drive it. And you couldn't drive it. You don't know how to drive.
So I'm over it. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna lay down. So we went to bed like, I'm sorry if this is a long story, but we'll get into the topic. Y'all got this. Y'all know how we do. So we lay down like around 5 o'clock. Didn't go to sleep till around 6 because everybody want to be talking and shit.
Okay.
So I wake up like 7 o'clock, and I get in there and go take a shower. I'm thinking about I'm gonna start singing loudly while I'm in the shower to get them fuckers up. They still ain't get up, and I'm like, I gotta be at the Parkway at 8:15. I gotta be on the Parkway.
Well, Brandon wasn't waking up because he was drunk.
Yeah, he don't want. But he know how to get. He know how to get up. If he had to go to work and he was drinking, he would know how to get up.
Well, this ain't work.
I know.
And he's not getting paid to walk.
No. Okay. So he wants to lay there. So I know Dennis is up because he's like, how did you sing from this song? How do you go from that song into that song? I don't know, but I was just in my singing mode.
Yeah.
So long story short, everybody was late. Everybody was late. Oh well, everybody late. Brandon wants to get up all late, and then he wants to go to his house to go get the dog. First of all, I wanted the dog. It's because he wanted to make his dog walk for the race or whatever. So I'm mad as fuck. I'm mad at Dennis because I'm like, Dennis, just drop me off and you can go to Brandon's house. Because I got people waiting for me.
Mind you, because a few of them tweeted me.
Yeah, mind you, it's 8:20. And you want me to go to his house and then we got to find parking and all of that bullshit. I was just so mad. And then they talking about something. No, it's not really. What I'm saying is not my fault. You asked me to ride with you because you didn't want to go all the way up Cheney by yourself, and I felt bad for you. I wanted to stay home and get my rest and be up at 8:15 and go do this, do the walk.
Can I ask you a question? Why would you feel bad for a grown man who doesn't want to drive up to a school by himself?
Because but Dennis don't pay attention to driving directions.
Well, you don't even drive.
I don't drive.
And you don't pay attention to driving directions.
Yes, I do because I'm sitting there with my phone telling them how to get to Cheney University.
Excuse me. No, you don't. Because I've driven with you plenty of times. Sands, California.
And what about it?
I had to use my phone when you were in the passenger seat because you'll tell me in a minute.
Bitch,
you'll be tweeting.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Because my phone be like, girl, you be on there for 3 miles. So I want to go on my phone
and do what I want. The next time a grown man tells you, I don't want to, you tell him, sayonara.
Tell me, I really want you to come.
Don't tell me you felt bad for a grown man.
But I did feel bad because he was going to drive
only
over out there.
5-minute drive.
First of all, okay, I'm not going to throw Dennis under the bus, but Dennis already know what he ain't. Dennis already know.
What?
So I'll tell you later.
Well, I don't know.
Well, don't worry about it. No, I won't even tell his business. But anyway, I said I'm a ride with you. I said I'm a ride. But I did not expect all of that to happen. So we get there all late to the race. I get there at 8:55.
Well, what time did the race start?
The walk started at 9 o'clock. I get there 8:55. Well, I get there like 8:50. Because the people calling me and I'm calling them, telling them where I'm at. When you say you're in front of the Steps Art Museum, people still don't understand that you're in front of the steps. Just look for me. I'm talking on the phone. Well, what you got on and what your pants and what shoes you got on and I'm right in front of the steps of the Philadelphia Art Museum, but I really couldn't be mad at them. I was just mad at the situation of what went on, that they made me late. And I don't know if people were still looking for me.
So you did go to Brandon's house?
I ain't had no choice but to go to Brenton House because Dennis was driving. So I said, fuck it. You know what? Dennis told me, oh, well, you know, it's only around the corner from the wall. It's not around the corner from the wall. Just drop me off. Y'all go get the fucking dog. And then you'll catch up with us eventually. You know, but I was just pissed off that what I had to do wasn't taken into consideration because everybody wanted to later. I could have stayed the fuck home. I didn't have to come to nobody homecoming. I could have stayed home. You know, so I was just pissed off at that. But, you know, I did meet up with everybody. We all walked. We all had a good time. You know, my feet were killing me after the race. But I'm fine now. Like, my legs don't hurt. My feet don't hurt.
They look like they're killing you now.
No, they don't, bitch. My feet look fine. I look, you know, the walk was just... When I got to the end of the walk, because I don't want to, you know, I put the video up of the walk so you guys can look at it. But as I got towards the end of the walk, I did get a little emotional because, you know, I thought about some of the people I know that's living with it, and I thought about my uncle that passed from it and everything.
Breast cancer?
No, it's not breast. HIV walk.
Oh.
What walk you thought I was doing?
Why do I think it was breast cancer?
It was the HIV/AIDS
Yeah,
walk.
no, you know what? I'm thinking of breast cancer because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That's why. I'm sorry. I knew you were doing the AIDS walk. I just thought, say, wait, he died of breast cancer?
No, but you know, men can
Yeah, you can, but I didn't know, you know, that he died from that.
Yeah. So, you know, but I made it through. I just kept going. And I was like, I'm about to cry. And I was like, no, I'm not crying. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to just keep walking. And I did it in... You know, everybody after that walk, everybody was just ready to go.
Was it a lot of people that met up with you?
It was about 30 of us.
Oh wow! Did you? But
a lot of them were my friends, and about 10 were
like viewers and stuff.
Yeah, 10 were viewers, which I was a little bit disappointed by. But hey, I'm happy by the ones that did come out. Harold from DC came.
Well, you know, some people probably wasn't able to make it.
I know a girl named Terrell. I can't remember the other girl name. I don't know if it was. I know it was a girl named Lucy, a girl named Tiara, because she went to dinner. Well, she went to go eat with us afterwards. A girl Anjanae that's from New York, and she brought some of her family. A lot of people brought their friends and family members with them, and you know we walked. You know Eddie brought his boyfriend, and everybody that I wanted to be there as my friend was there. So we all just enjoyed that walk. And you know, if you can walk for anything, it don't have to be HIV/AIDS. It could be breast cancers. It could be Alzheimer's. It can be anything that you think people need to be more aware of, like autism or sickle cell. Any type of walk, I say do that in memory of somebody or in honor of somebody. Go ahead and do it. Don't worry about how long the walk is going to be. Just prepare yourself. Now, I didn't prepare my fucking self for this walk because I walked in jeans. I didn't have no freaking sweatpants.
You know what?
So you know you walking in jeans.
Kevin, come on.
I know.
You could have. Oh, Kevin.
I know.
This was your first walk too, wasn't it?
Second. The first walk I was prepared. The second walk I just didn't have no sweatpants. I got gym shorts and I wasn't wearing no gym shorts.
No, not those gym shorts anyway.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm just saying they tight on you.
They're not tight on me. Even if they are tight on me, I would still wear them. Shit. You trying? But you know, that was my weekend. I know Mikkel had a big weekend at church.
I did. When you called me yesterday, I'm sorry, because I didn't have my phone with me like most of the day. Mm-hmm. So yesterday was our banquet. We celebrated 80. We celebrated 88 years at my church yesterday, and we had like a little honoring banquet at the end of service where we honored a few of the members who have been there 50 plus years. My pastor was one of the people that we've honored because he's been at the church all his life. He's 51, so you know he's been there for 51 years. His mother also was honored. She's been there for 72 years. And Mother Rivers, she was honored too. She's been there for 76 years. Now you know Mother Rivers is 96. Mm-hmm. Now sadly, Mother Rivers was not there yesterday, and she hasn't been in church for the past few weeks. And then because she's been a little sick, then I found out. Well, we all found out yesterday during service that Mother Rivers will be entering hospice this week. So, for those of you that know what hospice is, it's basically the point where they're preparing you for your final days. Here
you know, I had to Google that because I always hear when you go to the hospice, you're getting ready to die. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna tweet that to you. Yeah. But I also learned that It's like you don't always go there to die.
No. And then you don't necessarily go because you can have, people can come to you where you live at, which I think probably is happening with her because she lives in a senior, like a senior apartment complex. No, it doesn't necessarily mean you are die. I mean, you're going to die right then and there, but they are taking care of those individuals who are terminally ill, like seriously ill, and doesn't mean they're dying this month, next month, or they may pass away 2, 3, 4 years from now. But as you all know, Mother River, she's 96 years old, so she's at the point of her life where she's lived a full life.
A
full life, 96.
An entire life.
Full life. And so, it was really sad when he mentioned it because a lot of people, were like, just when he mentioned it, a lot of people was like, because, she's been that person that every Sunday she's always there. Every Sunday she's always there. And so, I remember last year she was out for like 2 months and I didn't know where she was. And I was asking, and one of the ladies, and she was saying, oh no, she's fine. Then I found out when she came back, she was like, oh yeah, I was in Florida. And I was like, Florida? Girl, I thought you were sick somewhere. You told me you was in Florida. But yeah, it's really... Huh?
What's the date of that trip?
December 8th.
December 8th?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a sad thing. I have to find out where she lives at. One of my aunts actually does like service at the apartment complex. So I'll probably find out from my aunt, where exactly she lives at. But it's really sad. I know a lot of you have heard me talk about her on this show and on Twitter for like the past year or whatnot. So if you could keep her in your prayers. She's a sweet old lady. She is definitely a strong woman. So hopefully she can, by the grace of God, pull through. Our banquet, it was a very eventful. By the way, I served as one of the waiters, servers. Let me just say this. From my lips to your ears. From here on out, when you go to a restaurant, please don't be rude to your servers. Because I was at a church event, and I had a whole lot of ungrateful, rude Christians.
People at your church?
Because it was not just members of my church, but it was outside people who were invited.
Okay.
You got some people you give them stuff. Some of them, mind you, these are grown people. Don't. Now I was taught this as a child. You hand them stuff. Not none of them, but some of them don't know how to open their mouths to say thank you. And you just be like, and then I made it a point that when I served the table, each person that said thank you, I said you're welcome. And each person that didn't say thank you, I said you're welcome. I made it a point to do that. One of the deacons at my church, he pissed me off so bad that I kept saying, Lord Jesus, please don't let me show out. Don't let me show out. Then I showed out. He asked for coffee. I said, okay, fine. This was towards the end. I said, okay, I'm fine. I will get you some coffee. Now, it was very busy. You can imagine. In the back, where all the food in the kitchen, everything's busy. People, So, I said, okay, fine. I'm going to get this guy his coffee. So then I came back out to ask, what kind of coffee would they like? So he said, he wants coffee. So I said, okay, what kind of coffee would you like? So he says to me, I said I want coffee. So I said to him, do you want regular or decaf? So by this point, when my voice got a little high, the whole table turned around and looked at me. So he turned around and said, I want decaf. So I said, okay, calm down.
He got you together.
He did. He got me together.
He gave you what was given. I know that's right.
Well, actually, he gave it to me, so I gave it back. But then he gave it back to me. Okay. So I said, okay, we'll calm down. So then I walk out. So I walked out. I came back in. I had a tray of coffee. The decaf wasn't ready, just the regular. So the people at the table who asked for regular, I gave it to them. So I said, I'll be right back with your decaf. So as I was coming out, one of the other servers, who's another gentleman who goes to my church, he was coming out with decaf coffee. So he said, I got the decaf. So I said, okay, fine. Apparently, that server didn't give the gentleman his decaf.
Oh, no.
So I went away, did what I did. I came back in the thing. So the guy goes like this. When I finally came back, and he goes, where's my coffee? I said, oh, you didn't get your coffee? He said, no, I didn't get my coffee. And I said, and you're not going to get it. And walked right away. So one of the women, she said, calm down, it's all right. I said, oh, I know it's all right, because he's not getting no coffee from me. I know it's all right, because he won't be getting nothing from me. Not with that nasty attitude. Then you had a few people. So my pastor, you know, he's a really good cook, so he made all the food. So it was like this big a baked chicken that he made. It was like the baked wing legs or whatever. You know, I don't know how to cook, so I don't know what's what. So I'm serving the plate, and mind you, they set everything up. I wish I would have took a picture of how they just set everything up. It was so beautiful. So I'm serving. So one of the women at my church, she goes, "Oh, I don't eat legs. Can you take that back?" And I'm okay. So then I go back. Mind you, I'm already in attitude. So I go back and I'm like, okay, she doesn't eat legs out there. So just put her, you know, whatever. So they're trying to figure out, okay, well, what to do, because they were serving roast beef and legs. So I guess she thought that it was other things rather than legs. She thought it was like a breast or whatever, and I didn't know, because I don't know what's what. So I came back out and I was like, you know, all they have is legs. Shit. Oh, just give it to me. Just give it to me. Kevin, I went in the back and I said, is it church folks or is it black folks in general that are ignorant? And they all said at the same time, it's both. I just don't understand the ignorance that some people give. And you would think that they would be a little bit appreciative because everything was set up really nice. You know, the food was nice. It just, people were just so rude yesterday. And what kept taking me out is the people who just did not say thank you. By the way, shout out to our first lady at our church, because I told you before, but she is really a huge fan of the show. And she wants to come on. I told her, no, you cannot come on. You're not supposed to be watching. So if you are watching this, yeah. But it's just the audacity that some people in their rudeness, you would think that you would have a little bit more. And then I kept saying to myself, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I have to change my ways. If I'm, you know, you just start saying to yourself, you got to be more nicer to these servers that serve you, because I was a server and I was like, damn, these people are really rude. Like, they are just rude.
That's Mikkel
rude.
Getting it back.
No, I'm not rude.
Mikkel has a certain way that he talks to servers.
No, I don't.
Listen, I've seen Mikkel. Like, when he wants something done a certain way, he wants it done a certain way, and if they ask a question and they don't understand it, Mikkel will get a little nasty with them. See, he won't claim it.
No, I'm going to tell you what I do. I'm going to tell you what I do.
What you call it?
Mikkel wants his stuff his way when he's paying for it. None of them were paying for nothing.
No, they weren't paying for it.
Let me tell you something. No. If I come to a restaurant and I'm paying for something and you bring me what you want to bring me, no.
But they
you can't bring me.
No,
They did not. But see, the thing is, when I come to a restaurant where I'm paying for my service, where I'm paying you, you can't then bring me something that you want to bring me. Don't bring me food that's cold, or don't bring me something that I did not order, because I'm going to say, wait, I didn't order that. And then you tell me, oh, yes, you did. I know I didn't, because I can't eat it. So how can you tell me I did order it?
Wait, so you could be mean because...
No, it's not about being mean at all. But my thing is, don't bring me something that I did not order if I'm paying for, because a lot of servers like to bring you stuff and then like to tell you, because first of all, what I've noticed, because I used to work in a restaurant before, when a customer tells you something, no matter what it is, the customer is right. The customer is right.
And I hate
it's true. Just like with customer service. When I used to answer phones, that's how it was. The customer's always right. There's no, oh no, you did order this. Or if a customer tells you I didn't order that, then you're supposed to say, I'm sorry, I'll bring. You're not supposed to tell the customer, no you didn't, you ordered. No, don't do that, because I know I didn't order. There's been a few times where I've ordered something and somebody has told me, yes you did, and I'll tell them, no I didn't, because I can't even eat that. So how can you tell me I ordered something I can't even eat? Like, this guy put spicy barbecue sauce on my chicken one day when I went out to eat, and I said, sir, I can't even eat spicy food, so how can you tell me I ordered that? Yes you did. No, I did not. All I'm saying is, please don't argue with me if I'm coming here and paying you for something and you're not giving me what I'm paying for. Don't argue with me. I'm not trying to argue with you to give you a hard way to go, because I don't want no extra stuff on my plate, if you know what I mean. But my thing is, don't keep telling me. You're not supposed to go back and forth with me in the first place, because you're in the wrong right there. You're supposed to say, I'm sorry, I apologize, I'll bring it. You're not supposed to say, oh yes you did. That's because then right then and there, now my attitude is going up a little, because wait, how you gonna tell me? The customer's always right. I agree with you. It should not be that way, but it is that way. At this church function, like I said, even a simple thank you got under my skin. Because if I'm serving you and I'm being polite to you, don't just say thank you. And these were grown people. These are grown people. Whenever a server at a restaurant, I always say thank you to a server at a restaurant, and I always give a tip to a server, even when they are ignorant or rude. I still give them a tip. I've never walked out of a restaurant and not given anybody a tip.
I haven't, maybe once, but I can't remember.
Who, me?
I'm talking about me.
Oh, I was about to say, I've never. Oh, I was about to say, because my mom always taught me, you were supposed to tip somebody, even if they are rude, you still tip them. I tip everybody, even if they're rude, I still tip them.
I think I only did it one time, because I don't ever have any bad experiences with a waiter, you know.
No, I mean, I don't go to a restaurant to try to have a bad experience. That's not my MO. I never want to have a bad experience because behind closed doors, no telling what you're doing to my food. That's not the case. But I just don't want you to go tit for tat with me when I'm ordering something and I know what I ordered and you try to tell me no, you didn't do. Don't do that. You're not supposed to do that. I know that you're not supposed to do that. So if I know it and I know that you know it because they train you that, so then what? They even train cashiers that if somebody comes to you as a cashier and they give you something and you give them change back and they say, oh, I gave you a so-and-so, and they're not supposed to argue with you. They're supposed to say, okay, hold on, let me check, or let me get, they're not supposed to say, oh no, you gave me that, oh no, because then that causes, you see what I'm saying? They're not even supposed to do that. They're supposed to call somebody like a manager or something and bring them up and then have them count the drawer for them. See, I know this stuff and I've never even...
Yeah,
So if I know that, then I know that they know it. Like, come on, don't do that to me. My whole thing is, at my church event, there were a lot of rude people who just didn't even have the common courtesy of saying thank you.
And to the cashiers out there, if you're a cashier and somebody, to avoid all of that, be like, out of a 20, out of a 10, and make sure.
That's right.
Make sure you get it right with them.
And you know what? A lot of jobs train you to say that. So then you can hear yourself saying it, and then the person that's giving you the money can hear it back too, so that it won't be any confusion. But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But I had a really good weekend.
Yeah.
My Friday, I came home from work again. I didn't wake up until 7 o'clock Saturday morning. That's how tired I was.
Why?
I just be so I told you I've been working on my feet. It's just so tired. Oh my God, guess what happened to me at work today? Before we get into this video, I gotta give you a story. I pulled a Iyanla Van Zandt. Cause you saw
I called you baby.
No! She caught me, honey.
Oh.
You saw that episode. So you know what Kevin. And it happened and I didn't even think. It just happened. So today I'm at work. So I'm delivering this patient floor. I'm bringing them up these towels. So this cart that I have, the lady says, she's like, oh, is that such and is that is that new? She came out of the patient room and she was just so excited and she was being very condescending, like she was just being smart. And you can tell when somebody's being smart in the way they, in their tone, how they're talking to you. So I said, okay, I said, so yes, like I gave her that, like, don't go there with me, man. So I said, yes, it is. So she goes, oh, new towels or something like that. So I said, yeah, you know, whatever the case may be. Just trying to, you know, avoid a conversation with her. So then she goes, oh. So I turned around, I said, what's the matter? And she goes, you dropped some. So I looked and there was a few towels that I had dropped on the floor. So I said, okay. So then me and her go pick up the towels. So as we're picking up the towels, she's loud in my ear. Oh, you know, these, like just going, oh. So I'm like, yeah, like, you really are upset, you know, about the towels. She's like, I'm having a heart attack about it. Can't you tell? So I said, yeah, and I can hear it too. So she goes, yeah, I'm sorry, honey. So I said, hold on. Honey don't live here and he don't work here either. My name is not Honey, it's Mikkel. She looked at me and walked right away.
I know that's right.
Honey, and mind you, I didn't realize it until afterwards. I was like, oh my God, I just pulled a Iyanla Van Zandt. Honey, I said, oh, I looked at her, I said, honey don't live here and he don't work up here either. And she looked at me, asked us like, who the fuck you talking? And she walked away. Like I thought she was gonna give me some type of, like, well, but then I had to remember because I ain't wanna. Okay. But I had to let her know, don't call me honey, because that's not my name. My name is Mikkel. Don't call me honey.
Why was she even?
I don't know. She was being smart, so I guess the whole time that I was up there, she was being smart. So I guess being as though I wasn't feeding into it, and she saw that I had like a little attitude that she was being so extra, she probably thought, oh, I'm just gonna keep egging him on. And then when she said honey, I said, oh no. And mind you, I was in the cart like this. She said honey, I said, hold up. Honey don't live up here, and he don't work here. My name is Mikkel. Don't call me honey. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just like when some people be on Twitter and be like, hey girl,
Okay? We was just having this conversation yesterday.
do that.
Don't call me that, because you don't know
Don't call me that, because
I'm not
number
friends
one,
with
I'm
you.
not your girl, and I'm not your girlfriend, and I'm not your friend. Don't call me girl, because you and I don't know each other. Well, and then they say, but you and Kevin call each other girl, because me and Kevin know each other. I've known him for going on 5 years. I don't know you. I've known you for about a minute and a half on Twitter. Don't call me
tweet
that,
me.
because
Don't
I am
call
not
me
your
baby.
girl, and I'm not your friend. Don't do that. I bet you should never call me honey again.
You probably never see her again.
No, I'll see her again.
Oh, you gotta see her.
I'll see her again. She better not call me honey again, okay?
So
Now,
that was
let's
our
get to this
weekend.
video.
Yeah, that might be a video by itself. Our weekend. Sorry. So I want to start with Tamar and Vince.
What happened?
I watched. Did you watch this past week
Oh my
episode?
God, I did.
So they was in Hawaii. No, first of all, the number one question people keep tweeting me. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Is Tamar and Vince separating, or are they getting divorced?
No, they're not separated.
I'm pretty sure they're not. I don't know. I don't care.
Well, I
don't
can answer that. I can answer that question. They're not separated because just the other day I was on the phone with her and Vince was with her. So no, they're not separated. They were at home together. So no, they're not.
Because you know, that's the burning question.
Well, nobody asks me that because they know that that's your good girlfriend. But I can tell you, I was on the phone with her the other day and know they are not separated. They are together. At least from what I heard in the background,
And
they're together at home.
Shoot, we barely even talk about like their relationship. Period.
No,
you know?
we don't do
If
that.
I talk about their relationship, I talk about what I see on camera, what happened on that episode. Otherwise, we don't go there because they ain't my business. No,
I'm not gonna get on the phone and say,
I'll be a crying shoulder if she needs it. Other than that,
can we hurry up and get to Yana Van Zandt? Because when she told that lady sorry, and she told her that, she got on my nerves.
yes.
What was the matter with her? I'm sorry. What was the matter with her?
She was
Antisocial.
yes. We gonna get to that.
Yeah, come on.
But I got something to say about Tamar and Vince. See, Vince be trying to make it look like Tamar got all of that mouth, but on this episode, Vince showed that he got a smart ass mouth too. So you got two smart ass people going at each other. They're not going to get along. They're going to clash. And something that I've seen is that they don't communicate well. They miscommunicate on everything. Oh, this what you mean? I didn't even mean it. No, well, fuck that. And blah, blah, blah. They need to communicate better. And by the end of the episode, I noticed Vince holds a lot of stuff in, and Vince would be so much better if he just says what's on his mind and get it off his chest.
That doctor was reading.
Yeah.
Because he saw it. He
Yeah.
said, you know, you're blank, you're checking out. He said, no, I'm not checking out. I'm
Yes,
just
you
holding my
are.
eye. No, you're checking out. That's what that means. You're checking
And
out.
then Vince got mad with that by saying, you're checking out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was true because the doctor saw it. Said,
Because Vince
you're checking out.
Vince not here for this,
No, he's not here.
no, he's not here for that. No. Nobody wants to hear the wrong that they're doing, but I think their relationship could be much better if they learn how to communicate with each other better. But see, I'm not saying Tamar should lose herself, because you know that's part of our personality, where she get all hype and stuff. But some stuff she needs to let go, like the jealous part. Girl, every time a blind come around, you ready to check them. Like, be secure. Like, Vince ain't going no fucking where. He ain't going nowhere. Don't even think like that, because from what I see in these episodes, that starts the arguments, because you thinking he about to go some other girl.
Let me tell you something. This is okay. Well, I can't. You know. This is how I look at it. Look, I ain't in a relationship, but when I am in one,
we can see.
But we can when I am in one. You gotta look at it like this. Yeah, there are gonna be other people who look at your man or at your woman, okay? But at the end of the day, they coming home to you, okay? They coming home to you. And Tamar, you got it real good. Because not only do you got a man who got a good job. You got a man who got benefits. You got a man who loves you. He loves you. And this whole jealousy thing of why you hugging on her or why you give her a kiss. And why, Tamar, don't nobody want him but you, okay? That's how you need to look at it. Don't nobody want him but you. But that's how I look at it. I used to be like that sometimes too. I had to say, Mikhail, don't nobody want him but you. Like, come on. Let it go, Tamar. Let it go, babe.
Let it flow.
Let it go. It's all right. It's all right. I understand you don't, but Tamar, that's your man. That's how you gotta look at it. I got his ass. You know what I mean? I got his ass. hate to say it, but look how. No, I ain't gonna say it.
You might say
I was about to
Beyonce and Jay-Z.
I'm just saying, because you know Jay-Z, I mean, he may not be a looker, but he's a wealthy man. You know, there's a lot of groupies out there who want to sleep with him just so they can say,
and there's women that would say,
yeah, just so we can say, yeah. That, and I'm saying, but see, the point that I'm trying to make is, you gotta have that Beyonce attitude. How she walk on stage when she with her man, bitch, I got this. Y'all may be screaming for him, but he's coming home with me. Okay, that's the attitude you gotta have, Tamar. Have that attitude, bitches. Y'all can. Oh, Vince, all you want to, but at the end of the night, he's coming home with me, okay? And swing your hair and keep it moving. Girl, this, why you hugging that blind and why you, I saw how you was kissing that blind. Girl, don't nobody want him but you. That's how you need to start looking at it, okay?
Yeah, because I don't like that. Them fights could be avoided if they listen better, you know? Vince needs to listen to that counselor too. You know, Vince was not trying to hear that counselor. He was falling asleep. But you know, at the end, because you know, we never knew how he lost his parents. You know, but he told us that he lost his parents when he was young. But you know,
I knew he lost his mom in a car accident. I never asked. Yeah, I knew that, but I never asked him how his dad died. Once he told me how his mom died, I was like, oh, I don't want to hear no more.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear no more because I don't want nobody to be depressed talking about their parents because it's a child.
And I believe him when he says that his father died of a broken heart. Because some
My
people
mom
do
said
that.
her mother died of a broken heart.
Yeah, some people do that. This elderly couple just died like that over in Camden.
Well, wait a minute. What about one of the couples? One died, and then an hour later, the other one
It
died.
probably was the same one. Yeah, a couple hours later, and they were holding hands, something like that, in the room together. The wife died first, and then the husband died a few hours later. Some people, I don't know what it is, but some people just it's
that connection when you love somebody. That's that connection.
Yes, it's also God too.
But I don't. But see, I haven't had that. Well, I haven't had it yet. I've never been.
You too young to have that.
I've never been in love. Some people been in love. Like some people know what it is, but I only can tell you what I think it is. I can't tell you what I know. So that's why I don't even be on it like that. But some people just need to know what they have, cherish what they have, know that they ain't going nowhere. Because a lot of stuff can be avoided just by you thinking they out there cheating.
Yeah. A lot of stuff could be avoided.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in love before. I've been in love before, but I've also at one point thought that I was in love. But I was actually in love with the feeling of being in love. Which was like, it took me a long time, like a few years to figure that out. And then after I figured it out, I was like, oh my God, like, you really weren't in love. You were just in love with the feeling of being in love. But I've been in love.
Alright, so that's enough of that Tamar and Vince. You know, I just they ain't going nowhere, but I want them to get it together, and I want Tamar to talk to Vince right, because if your friend's telling you and your husband telling you, it's you. Somebody telling the truth. They're not just making this up. But so you know also Saturday night before I went to go meet Dennis downtown, I watched Sweetie Pie. Sweetie Pies is like one of my favorite reality shows. Even though Tim can be a jackass sometimes, you know, Tim means well. He means well. But you know, I really love that show. If y'all don't watch Sweetie Pies, I say get into it. But I'm mad at Sweetie Pie for we talking about Yonla. I'm just mad at her because she left her nephew, Charles, to run the damn building. To run the place for 4 days while she was gone.
Yeah, she wasn't thinking.
That the fuck is wrong?
How old is Charles?
Charles probably like a good
21,
22. He can't make his way out of a paper bag if you ask me any day.
Okay? And Tim is 2 cells short of a boat. Charles is 2 doors short of a... No,
but
Charles is 2 leashes short of a dog.
Tim know he got to be on the right path, but sometimes he not full going on the right path. He'll curse his wife out, curse his mom out, do stupid shit. Like, because he money hungry. He like, I want to make money. I want to make money, money. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's where Tim's coming from, but you got a wife.
He got a son. Charles can't make his way out of a paper bag. He can't make his way out of a fish tank.
He going from house to house, from house to house.
Okay. He can't make his way out of a fish tank. And you can see straight through it.
Dying.
Okay? You can see right through a fish tank. You can't make your way out of that.
No, Sweetie Pie, you said he had a girlfriend. Where's she at? And why she on the show? Oh, you know his girlfriend's all right.
Oh,
you know.
First of all, when she said that, I said, girlfriend, I need the receipts. I need the Joe Biden receipts, okay? I need those receipts. I need the emails, I need the tweets, and I need the
gives me
DMs.
Butch Queen.
He don't give me Butch, nothing. He gives me unadulterated bona fide Queen. And take that to the bank.
Stop it. So yeah, y'all gotta.
I'll tell Miss Robbie in a minute. She told me Charles got a girlfriend. Not on my watch. Okay? She told that lady on the show too.
Wait. Yeah, I seen that, bro. I was
That's my girl, my watch. That's my new girlfriend, Iyanla. I'm a Virginia Slims and a Pepsi, and we gonna have a good old time, okay? She is a kid. She told her, she said, all right, we gonna go in here. She said, all right, baby girl. She said, hold up. How old are you? I'm 50. I'm older than you. I'm not your baby girl. Yeah! Yeah! She said, all right, yes, ma'am.
So
get her together.
So Iyanla Fixed My Life was about 3 sisters, you know, who they just don't get along with each other. They lost their mother. So Iyanla like, you know what? I'm gonna take them back to the house that they grew up in. You know, these walls hold a lot of grief and a lot of secrets and everything. And they planted a tree. Mind you, the tree was...
But that's at the end.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, they had planted the tree just to let them know that, you know, as long as this tree is up, they'll have each other or whatever. So Iyanla is waiting for the first girl. The first girl name was Pam. So Pam comes...
No, Pam was waiting for Iyanla. Because remember, Pam was sitting on the porch. And Iyanla walked up.
So Pam was there first and then Iyanla came. So Iyanla like...
Hey, you know, hey, girl, give me a hug.
Like,
no.
And
Iyanla said, well, what?
I can't get a kiss? She
said, no, I don't know you. Right there, for me, red flags went up. It was ring, wait, hold up. She was dead serious.
Yes, okay.
So Iyanla tried to do it another way. So she said, okay. So why? She said, you know, I just don't, you know, I don't know you. I don't do that to people that I don't know. So Iyanla said, okay, well, honey, if you trying to work on this healing process, you gotta.
Like, why you rejecting love?
Yeah, you rejecting the love that I'm trying to give to you. At first, I thought it was a race thing. No shade. I thought it wasn't. Because Pam gives me those type of teas. So she does. So then Iyanla said, okay, well, if you want to give me a hug, then how about you just come over here and put your head on my shoulder? No. I'm not doing that. I don't know you. So Iyanla said, okay, fine. So then she dug in Pam again and said, look, girlfriend, I'm going to need you to be more receptive to when somebody's coming to you and trying to give you some love. Stop trying to shut out. So finally Pam said, okay, I'll give you a hug.
Yeah.
So it was one of those fake hugs.
Yeah, a real fake hug.
So Iyanla was trying to give her a real hug, so Pam, you know, was like... So then Iyanla tried to grip her up like this. So Pam said, oh, no, that's enough. I was like, what? Girl, that was a sign for me to leave, okay?
Yeah, so you know, Iyanla, you know, she gets into the I guess she gets into the root reason of why she rejects love and why she rejects the nurturing. And she was talking about how she was molested as a child and she felt that her mother knew about what was going on because she had wrote in her journal that
she was being molested by neighbors.
And her mom was like, bitch, I better not ever see that again. You better not ever bring that up at my house. You better not even talk about it, blah, 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 blah. So that's why she's the way she is. So she's been going through life dealing with this, holding it in for a very long time. And
you know what, I didn't really understand why she was rejecting love from Iyanla, or for that matter, rejecting love from a woman, period. Because I would have imagined that she would have been doing that, like she would have been that way with a man. But it kind of confused me when she was like that with Iyanla, because you would think that women are just have that nurturing. So you would have thought, but she was just like, no.
She said, I ain't got time for that.
I don't hug nobody. I said, ooh, girl.
So Iyanla talking to her, she was like, well, she's like, there's the door. She's like, who is it that you don't want it to be? She said she didn't want it to be a certain sister.
Yasmin. The older sister.
Yasmin. And mind you, it was Yasmin. She's like, oh no. She's like, well, you go open the door. Oh no.
She didn't want to open the door for her sister. So Iyanla said, no, you're going to go open the door. You didn't want to give me a hug? You're going to go open that door. Okay?
So she opened the door. And the sister's like, oh my God, I didn't even recognize.
No, you ain't telling the story right. No, that's the right, but you ain't telling it right. So Pam went to go open the door. So when Pam opened the door, Jasmine starts off by, "Hi, my name is Jasmine, and I used to live in this house." Shade right then and there, because that means that you didn't even recognize your sister. So then she says to Iyanla, "Hi." So Iyanla said, so she says to Iyanla, "Hi, nice to meet you." So Iyanla said, "Ho. You don't know who this woman is?" And she looked and she said, "Oh my God, Pam, I didn't recognize you." So Iyanla said, "Don't you know that was disrespectful? Your sister came to the door and opened the door for you, and you gonna tell your sister that you don't even recognize her?" And she said, Yasmin said, well, she looked different, whatever the case may be. So Iyanla got her together right there in that doorway before she even stepped foot in the house. She said, "No, you don't disrespect your sister like that. You give her a hug and tell her how much you love her." So then blah, blah, blah. So then they talking or whatever the case may be. So I don't know. So then Yasmin, Yasmin, you could tell right then from the gate that she was a little shady lady. Okay, and she was
Yasmin looked like she was a little bit fun to me in the beginning.
Yeah, she was looking. You could tell she was shady, like one of the shady girls. So she's walking around the house, paying them Iyanla and the sister Dust. "Yes, oh my God, I remember how we grew up in this house." Like she was just so happy-go-lucky. Come to find out, her and her mom was real good girlfriends. So Yasmin and her mom were real close. So then Yasmin, whatever the case may be, blah, blah, blah. So then I can't remember how her and Iyanla got in the room. Well, I think the three of them was in a certain room.
They sat in the living room, I think.
No, not before they sat down, but when they was in the room when Iyanla got together about the baby girl comment. Because, Iyanla was saying something, so Iyanla was saying, you come here, you want everything to be right. And she said, "Yeah, I want to be right with my sisters. I want everything to, go well." So Iyanla said, "Okay, that's what I'm here to do. So let's go do it." So then Yasmin says, "All right, baby girl." So Iyanla said, "Whoa, stop. Wait a minute." Yes, she did. So she turned back around. Because let me tell you something, they was on camera one. They was on the camera where they showed Iyanla's front part when she's coming out the door, coming out the room. So when she did stop, then they shot the camera two. That's when Iyanla turned around to the lady. And she said to her, "How old are you?" And Yasmin said, "I'm 50. And Iyanla said, "I'm older than you. I'm not your baby girl. Don't call me baby girl." So she said, "Okay." You got her together right there in that door. And Yasmin said, "Yes, ma'am. You better yes, ma'am." So then Iyanla turned around and said, "All right, let's go." So then they went in the other room and started talking. So then the sister, Yolanda, who they call she was the one who really wrote Iyanla to fix all this stuff. Now, Yolanda and Pam, they're twin sisters, even though they don't look nothing alike. No shade.
No, they don't look
They
alike.
look nothing. They must be fraternal twins. Cause they ain't
Well,
identical.
maybe, they went through stuff.
They went through a lot of stuff. Changes. So anyway, Yolanda came. It was three sisters. They all talking, whatever the case may be. So then blah blah blah. So then they give Iyanla a tour of their little neighborhood. So they walk out of the house. So then they saying something. They were saying something about something. So then they said, "Yeah, a child molester used to live right here." So Iyanla said, "A child molester used to live right here." So they said, "A child molester used to live right here. A pedophile used to live right here. Da used to live right here. A peep of Tom used to live across the street." I still ain't running to no peep of Tom. I don't know what a peep of Tom is. But hey,
people that peep.
If you look good, you can peep in time all you want at me. But anyway, I'm just saying. So then Iyanla, her hands was in her pockets. She said, "Wait a minute. You had all these pedophiles living on your block." And she said, "Yes, ma'am." And so, now this is the shade. So Yasmin, being the older sister, being as though she was good girlfriends with the mom, I think Yasmin kind of believed that the two younger sisters
were making stuff up.
Now she believed that they had got molested, but she didn't believe that the mom knew. Because the younger sisters kept saying, "No, mommy didn't know," but Yasmin kept saying, "No, mommy didn't know." Like, I don't believe it. Yasmin was on the defense of, "My mother's dead and she's not here to defend herself, and y'all not gonna drag my mom into this." That's how she was. I mean, some people are like that. Like, you're not gonna drag my mom into this and she's not here to defend herself. So they had a little conflict with that. So they go back in the house and they talk. So Iyanla says to them, "So you mean to tell me your mom knew about these men raping, molesting y'all, and she was letting these men watch y'all?" And then the Yasmin said, "Well, no. If she wasn't letting the men watch us, she was letting the men's wives watch us. And then when their wives wasn't looking, they..." So then Iyanla said, "Well, maybe your mom may have been molested when she was younger, and it's a pattern. People did her like that and treated her like, oh, nothing happened. So then when it happened to y'all, the mom had that same mentality," which is true, because some people go through that type of stuff. Excuse me. So then they get back in the house and they sit down around this little, talking and everything. So Iyanla pulling out all these other pictures of them when they was younger. And so, they just bringing up all these old memories. So then Iyanla started telling them, "I want y'all to tell each one of y'all how y'all feel about the other one." And that's when that shade, because you're not supposed to do that. Because some people like me, they'll tell you how they really feel when you put them on the spot. So they started going in on Yasmin, the older sister. I think you're a bitch. I think you don't care about nobody but yourself. You think, and then how about when Yolanda told Yasmin that she caught her in the hot tub with her husband naked, and then Yasmin remember Yolanda told her that and when I caught you, y'all was drunk in the hot tub. She said, yeah, you was caught in the hot tub with my husband naked, I caught all of it. And then she said that Yasmin called her and said, I fucked your husband. And then it happened because Yasmin will tell Yolanda, oh, that's in the past. You bringing that in the past. So she didn't like that. So they started going back and forth. And then Yolanda called Yasmin a bitch. And when she called her a bitch, that's when Yasmin got up and said, oh, I'm out of here. I'm not taking this. And she got her stuff and she walked out. So then Yolanda...
Oh, wait. But see, because I thought the reason why she left is because she was mad at Iyanla because
she was mad at them. No, she was mad at them. Okay, yeah, because she didn't want to say that the mom failed them when Iyanla was saying that. She didn't want to say that. But she got mad at Yolanda when Yolanda called her a bitch. The one who called her a bitch is the one that she got caught in the hot tub with the husband. And so, whatever the case may be, so they argue about that. So then Yasmin said, you know what, I'm leaving. I don't need to take this or whatever the case may be. So then she got up and left. And when she said she was gone, she left. So she called the cab and everything. She didn't wait in front of the house. She went to the corner of the block and waited for the cab to come. So then, while the cab was taking forever to come, like they usually do, I didn't know they take that long in white neighborhoods. They just take long like that in black neighborhoods. But they was taking long like that in the white neighborhood. So Iyanla told Yolanda, you need to go up there and tell your sister you're sorry for calling her a bitch, and maybe she'll stay. So they went up there and apologized. Girl, that cab came. Yasmin got in that cab. And they was all in the cab door. Yasmin, don't leave. I love you. I'm sorry. This, that, and the third. Whatever the case may be. So the cab driver had the nerve. He had the nerve, the audacity to sit there. And then he said something about not leaving because he didn't want to run somebody over. And Yasmin said, go. Don't worry about them. You just go. And he pulled off. And they had the nerve to wave to the camera too when they was going off. Child, this episode was good. So now it's just two sisters left with Iyanla. So the two sisters, the two twins who look nothing alike. Y'all see when y'all watching. They was with Iyanla and they were trying to fix the whole thing. So Iyanla finally towards the end got a little together, whatever the case may be. They really didn't have a problem with each other. They had a problem with Yasmin, the one who left. So Yasmin left, and she was gone. So at the end,
I'm mad that girl left.
I was mad too because you don't.
She's running away from her problem.
She was, but you know what? She also didn't think she had a problem. You could tell that she didn't think she had a problem. So at the end, Iyanla took them to like this little beautiful park. It looked like a lake or reservoir, whatever you want to call it. So she took them there, and then she had this like tree, this brand new tree that she wanted them to plant, and they called the tree Gertrude after their mom. Oh wait, this is my aunt. Hold on. Hello.
Yeah.
So where did I leave off at?
About the tree.
Oh, about the tree. So then they planted this tree. And so Iyanla said, we got to give the tree a name. So then they named it Gertrude after the mother. I wouldn't have named it that because that's an ugly name. But hey, that's their mom. Who cares? So they named it Gertrude. So then they had those little white balloons that, people write stuff. And it's the beautiful balloons. I got to find out what kind of balloons they are because I don't think they call balloons. Well, anyway, Iyanla had each sister, which is now down to 2, not 3. She had each sister write on their own balloon of what they would like to come of the whole, So they wrote their little private message and then they sent the balloons off. Well, don't you know at the end of the show, when it shows you what happens, did you see the end of the show?
When they talk about the sisters, but nobody talked to each other except for Pam.
Yes.
Pam the only one that got a life together.
Yeah, and Pam tried to reach out to all of it, and Yasmin, I could have told you this, but she's still not talking to nobody. And then Yolanda, who was the other sister who was left, she's not talking to Pam now. And I'm thinking, like, what did Pam do to you when y'all was just so good friends, at the thing? Child, it was a whole mess, but it was a good episode. It was a really good episode.
They all got issues.
Tell you something. Next week's episode of Fix My Life with that girl who's living as a guy and her family don't accept her.
Oh yeah, that's going to be good.
Oh,
that is going to be good, and I'm going to DVR that one.
Good is not the word. I got my life just from the 5-second clips.
It's a girl living as a man now.
And her family don't know she's living as a boy.
Oh, I thought they knew.
No, they don't know.
Oh. But they got to know something.
I don't care.
That's what I found weird.
What they don't know, they better find out when I'm watching, okay? Okay.
Well, she said they don't know. So you're wearing wigs? Oh my God, I got to see this.
Or maybe she's living herself as a butch, but she's probably not. She's probably not telling them that she's consider herself a guy. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something, Iyanla. Girl, this show, don't be surprised if next season you get a note from me having you fix my life just for the hell of it, okay? Just so you can fix something that I didn't know was broken. Okay.
So let's talk about, we got some serious news.
And y'all gonna tell me you can't find a man because I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We got some important news to talk about. Well, first thing is about a girl from Louisiana who was burned. 90% of her body is burned, and she was attacked by 3 white guys. And it's all kind of conflicting reports on why she was attacked. The main thing is she was attacked in a park at 8 o'clock at night. She was beaten. Some say she was raped too, but I can't see them raping her if they sprayed KKK on her car. But the cops, the cops are refusing to say that it was a hate crime. But it had to be a hate crime if you know it's a black person that was attacked by 3 white people and on her car and spray painted on. Wait, it says KKK.
You said you can't see her being raped. Why not?
I can't see, because if you're KKK, this my thinking. If you're KKK and you don't like black people,
no,
why would you rape a black person?
That's not true at all. There's been plenty of blacks who've been raped by white people.
It just doesn't. To me, well, we don't know what fully would happen.
Look at the well-known.
If you ain't
Senator
that much,
no. Look at. I'm sure you got Strom Thurmond, politician who died 10 years ago at the age of 100. This man was a strong segregationist. He even ran for president in 1948 under the segregation banner. He wasn't a Republican. He wasn't a Democrat. He was just a strong. He was a racist. A racist. I think it probably was not until maybe the 70s or 80s where he then turned around and decided that him being a racist was wrong all those years ago. So he changed his life around. Don't you know, come to find out a few years ago, he had an 80-something-year-old black daughter. He had slept with a black woman in the 1920s and got her pregnant, knew he got her pregnant, and had her keep hush for all these years. This was a racist. There are white people who do that. White people do that. Look at Thomas Jefferson.
I know it's people that go around and say, oh, gay is wrong, and then they turn up being gay. But I'm just saying, I just can't.
You can't picture it because you can't think, but you got to think there are plenty of racists who have slept. You know why? Because a lot of them, it comes with that whole control. Where they see a black person, they feel as though I'm above you. You ain't going to, if you tell somebody, ain't nobody going to believe you that I did it, and then they just get their kicks off. Kicks out of it.
So it's reported that they beat her. It's not reported that they raped her or not. But and then people saying that, it's because she had on an Obama shirt, which has been confirmed that she did not have on an Obama shirt. But even if she did have an Obama shirt, it's still, and I have my Obama shirt, it's still not a reason to go ahead and attack somebody, beat them, and burn them. Like, I just thought that, I know that they still exist. But you really don't hear these stories about white people and lynchings and burnings.
We live in the wrong state. We live
we live in the wrong state right now.
You gotta go down.
I would never go down something ride on no dark. If anybody starts getting the back road, I'm gonna tell you, you better make a U-turn and go on the highway.
You gotta go to places like Alabama, Georgia, Texas.
But it's racist people everywhere.
It is racist people everywhere, but it's some people in these particular states who still think that they live in 1952.
And they need to get over, because come on now, everybody is messing with everybody, and we are all people. The bottom line is we're all people, whether you're black, white, Asian, Puerto Rican, whatever. We are all human. We are all people. So if you have this stigma that you don't like white people or you don't like black people, it's time to let that shit go. Yes, we are. Now, when we say, oh, that sounds like something a white person do, that sounds something a black person to do, some of that stuff is true. But we still need to let go of that that racist, that hate that comes behind not liking a certain race. Hatred is taught. It's not something that you just come up with in your mind. It's taught. And if anybody teaches you that you should hate a certain race because of their color, you need to really get yourself together and really look at the situation and see that is not the right way. Because if you put a black baby, a white baby, an Asian baby, a Puerto Rican baby, you put them in the same room, all they're going to know is to have fucking fun.
They're all going to play together.
So, and I hate when I even hear people say, oh, well, I don't date white people, I don't date Asian people. People are people. You can't help who you fall in love with. So if you feel that way, You know, I say challenge yourself. You never know who you're supposed to be with, or you never know who may make you happy, or who you may fall in love with if they are the opposite race. Try something different. Don't just stick to just one race. You know, I just don't like.
Well,
stories.
I love my dark meat.
I know.
That's what I'm attracted to. If I can't get it
know.
turned on by somebody other than dark meat, then so be it. Just like you can't get turned on by pussy.
But wait, excuse me, I never said that. I never said that. Sorry, no, I'm only kidding.
Oh,
but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
So it's not that I don't like white people.
Yeah.
It's just that they don't turn me on.
Now, if it's a sexual preference, all right. But if you're doing it based on race,
No,
I'm saying
it's
based
not
on
about
race.
No, it's not
based
about
on
race. If there was a white person who came up to me and was fine as hell and turned me the hell on, then hell yeah. Just like if it was is this Hispanics? Oh, that's my job.
Hispanics to me are the most sensual or the most affectionate. That's just something I feel. But yeah.
But you know, I don't think. But see, you can't say that and then say, oh, if you, because then some blacks would say, no, that's not true because I'm affectionate and I'm sensual.
But to me, it's not about you being affectionate. It's about what I've experienced.
No, but you said some Hispanics are more, as to say that blacks are not like that.
Yeah, there are blacks who are romantic.
I was about to say, because I've come across a few blacks who are very romantic to me and very central to me.
Good. But you ain't with them.
Oh, get your life. Get your life. I'm just saying for the time being.
Yeah,
Okay?
But you know, based on, you know, I feel bad for this girl. She's only 20 years old. She had a full life. Now she has to.
Why they did that?
She has to heal these burns. You know, I really hope that she makes it through so she could be a testimony. You know, it's just so sad that she had to go through that. And you know, I want to know, why was she in a park? You know, at 8 o'clock now, it's like it's starting to get dark. So what was she doing in this park at 8 o'clock? There's a lot of things that, you know, that's going unanswered right now. But I know a lot of you guys want to or take on it. But, you know, we really need all the information to really go in. So by the next time we get a video, Thursday or Friday, we should know what happened or what went on. But, you know, it's just sad that women have to go through this. Like, I was on NewYorkDailyNews.com and I seen that a black woman that was she was pregnant, 9 months pregnant, dude had this baby in 2 weeks. She was stabbed in the neck repeatedly a day before her wedding. And you know, her pastor's gonna have to start talking. People gonna have to start saying something.
She was stabbed the day before her wedding and she was due in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So she got married at 9 months?
She was getting married and she was due to have the baby.
Wow. Wow. Because that's so close to your wedding is so close to you. I never heard of somebody getting married so close to their due date. Like, who wants to go into labor walking in the aisle?
That would make the story interesting.
Interesting. Not fairy tale-ish.
No, it's not. It's not fairy tale about it. It's like that lady that gave birth on SEPTA, then grabbed the baby up and gave it to the police guy until come tell the cops to come. Tell the hospital to come get me. It's just sometimes stuff just happen unexpectedly. But you know to kill her, and she received death threats. So to me, I'm thinking it's somebody that knew she was about to get married, that didn't want her to get married. It could be an ex. Somebody wanted her dead because they stabbed her in the neck repeatedly. And the pastor knows something about it because the news said that he knew that she was receiving death threats. So then, you know, this time they got it on camera. So now he don't know nothing about the damn death threats. So somebody knows something and somewhere. And you know, I hope that they find the killer because you know the baby died. So now
no kidding.
I'm just saying. But you know, some people don't. Anyway, so now that's 2 murders.
Yeah.
It's just sad. It's just so sad. I don't like talking about. Y'all know I hate talking about these stories.
Well, you gotta get used to it.
I know. I just hate it. You know.
We all hate it. What do you think? I like talking about it, but I mean, I hate discussing it. Well, I mean, but you gotta get used to it. I hate discussing Janet Jackson, but I sit here and I stomach it. I'm just saying.
Oh my God! How many times have we had to hear Beyonce?
I'm being funny. I'm not serious. What I'm saying is you gotta get used. I mean, when you talk about, you can't say, "Oh, I hate talking about." Yeah, I don't like talking about it either.
I just hate discussing it because it's just.
Yeah,
how can you be so evil?
About
My thing is, how can you be so evil? How can you be so cruel? You know this woman is pregnant. If all you have to do is wait and say, if anybody here that thinks she should not get married, you stand your ass up and professional up for her and say why it is that you feel that she shouldn't get married to this man. You know, everybody was, some people even was still going to the church, didn't know what happened, so they found out that, you know, they found out there that she was killed the day before. And she was found dead by the landlord. So I don't understand why the landlord was in it. Look, I don't know. We don't know what happened. You know, it's just, and another thing, like a girl, 12 years old, she's from New Jersey. She's ended up missing. She was on her bike.
Well, I heard about that.
Yeah, she's been missing for 2 days. She was on her bike near some damn lake. 12 years old, near a lake, riding a bike. So anything could have happened to her. Nobody don't know what happened. They're saying she's not the type that.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what makes me so upset is that even after all these years of people getting abducted and kids getting abducted, parents are still not being vigilant. To me, I just feel as though you don't want to stop your child from being a child and from having fun, but there should be guidelines. There's no way a 12-year-old should be that far away from home at a lake. Why is a 12-year-old on a bike at a lake? A 12-year-old girl at that. If I don't even think a 12-year-old girl should be 2 or 3 blocks away from their house at a park by themselves. That's just something that you should. Okay, if she's going to the park with 2 or 3 friends, then okay, because she's with the friends and whatever the case may be. But by herself, why? I don't understand it. I don't understand why it is. Just like when that little girl was walking down the street with her little brother a few months ago, and that guy got out the car behind her. I don't understand why 2 kids that small would be walking down the street with each other by themselves. I don't understand how parents.
Now, because you know, I was a young guy myself. Sometimes, like when you're 10 or 11, you know what to do. You should know to scream. You should know to get help.
That's true, but when you got a man, a grown man, running up behind a 10-year-old, how can you possibly expect a 10-year-old to fight off a grown man? They can scream all they
try
want
to fight back, but you know when you're 10, you are responsible. It's certain situations. Because when I was 10, what was it? When I went to middle school, I was 10 going on 11, and I walked to Diamond, 29th and Diamond to catch the bus to go to school.
I did too.
But so sometimes there are points where you're going to have to be by yourself, or maybe you can go walk to another school and go pick up your brother and come back home. You are old enough to do that, and I think it was around that. Wasn't around that. I don't think it was.
I don't know
it
too
wasn't
much.
School
I don't know too much about it. I mean, too much about her story. And I see what you're saying, because God knows when I was young, my mom had me everywhere by myself. Everywhere. Okay, everywhere by myself. So I understand.
So sometimes
but I think as I've gotten
be older, by yourself.
I think that as I've gotten older, I can honestly say that as I've gotten older, one day I think I can have this conversation with my mom and say to her and my dad, y'all are so lucky that nothing happened to me. Because my mom and dad, being as though I was a boy, because they didn't do this with my sister. Oh no. I think it was because I was a boy. My mom and dad used to give me that freedom where I could do things by myself. But in hindsight, when you look back, these pedophiles, they don't care if you're a boy or girl. When they see you, and they will snatch you. So I think one of these days I should sit my mom and dad and say, thank God ain't nothing happened to me, because y'all used to let me go rapid by myself. I think that's why I'm so wild now.
Bye, girl. Wait,
but you see what I'm saying? But I think now, that parents just have to be more vigilant. I mean, they should have been more vigilant when we were growing up too, but I just think all around, because a 12-year-old, you hear, first of all, it's too often nowadays where you hear these little kids getting abducted by these pedophiles. It's just too often now. Like, it's just happening repeatedly. It's like, it's disgusting. And then these pedophiles are torturing these kids. Like, they're sleeping with them and then having them chained somewhere. It's just disgusting. Like, it's really disgusting. If I was a parent, thank God I don't want to be a parent, but if I was a parent, I would be scared. I would really be scared.
Sometimes just can't just always be petrified of everything.
No, not petrified, but I think I would be more alert. Like, there's no reason why my 12-year-old should be on a bike at a lake by herself. Why? Why?
Now she was near a lake or in the
Why?
woods somewhere. They said she left the house. I don't know if she said where she was going, but they knew what she had on, and she was on a white BMX bike.
A DMX bike?
BMX.
Oh.
BMX.
I said he got bikes as crazy as he is? I wouldn't.
It's just crazy.
Tonka
I didn't really get freedom till I was like 15 to 16.
Oh, your mom had you all the way wrapped up in the house.
15. No, I wasn't wrapped up in the. I chose to be in the house.
Oh, you was one of
I
those
chose to be in the
girls.
house.
And then when she let you loose, you ran wild.
Once I realized who I was, and I just started doing me at 15 going on 16. I started doing me. Yep, I would come home. I would be on the block.
When did you stop doing you?
I still do me all day. Get your life. Once I started traveling, I think my sister turned me onto traveling. When we first went to Disney World, once I started doing traveling, that was it for me. I would save my money and go where I want to go, and that's what I still do. I like going places. I like seeing the world, and I like doing things. So, yeah, but parents, please keep an eye on your children. If you can afford to give them a cell phone, give them like a little cheapy deepy cell phone. I sometimes feel my mom need a cell phone. Just to say where you at. Get one of those Metro phones.
You said your mom needs a cell phone?
She definitely needs a cell
Okay?
phone.
Because if she don't, one of these nights you will turn the news, she won't be in there cussing somebody out. But you're going to have a surveillance camera. And she going to think all they going to do is have her in somebody's face. I don't want the guy's job. His job is hard to come by. I'm having a hard time with mine.
All she needs is the phone with the numbers that say call and in.
Okay? Because I can see. Okay, she needs the phone with the big numbers. The 1, 2, 3. Okay?
And that's it.
And that's it. You ever go to somebody's house and they got those phones and you say, why are these damn buttons so big? Who in here is blind?
I can't see the numbers.
I can't see the numbers. Okay? Child.
So parents, please keep an eye on your children and nobody at all times. Even if they go to somebody's house for the weekend, know their cell phone number and know the house number. It's important these days. So Whitney Houston Family Show come on this Wednesday at 10 o'clock or 9. It's not 9 or 10.
I don't know. As long as I find out, because they're gonna be in the view tomorrow.
Oh, they are. I'm gonna be up for that. I'm gonna be up. And Sissy gonna be there.
I don't know, but I hope she is. Because she's.
Oh, I can't wait.
And you know who else gonna be there too?
The boyfriend.
No, Whitney.
Oh,
she's gonna be somewhere in that room. Okay?
She'll be playing with the lights.
Okay, she'll play with the lights.
She played with our lights.
Okay, she played with our lights that day. Okay, and then Brandy text.
Okay.
Girl, get your life.
So, look, I'm gonna be watching. We're gonna be talking about that show.
Okay, I'm not.
I can't wait. And then, did you see the Real Housewives clip?
No.
It is good because Nene and that girl Kenya are going to be going at it. They're going to be arguing. And then Kim, it looked like Kim had hit one of the camera guys and stuff. So that's I heard Kim getting phased up off the show. So right now they're showing her pictures, but in a couple weeks she's not going to be on it no more.
Well, that's fine.
And so because it's going to be something going on with Candy and the girls. And Candy going to be crying. Oh, it is going to be good, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
I can't wait. Every time Sister Houston walk on screen, I'm going to say, get your life. Every time they show her, I'm going to say, look, get your life. Okay. Sissy!
And we're going to review every Houston and every housewife.
Don't let Dion pop up.
Oh, she's going to be on one. She's going to be giving Bobby some advice on something.
She's going to find a way to pop up on here because I think she got an album coming. And she's going to
and she's going to have some Pepsi and Virginia.
And don't let her tell somebody she got their number because you know what's coming up after that.
I got your number, husband.
When she told Nene that.
Nene had nothing to do with that.
She told her, I got your number.
She's like, you're a coward, baby.
Nene should have said, what number? What number you got?
Oh, Dion was mad when she got eliminated. You're a coward, baby. And got on that elevator and bounced. So everybody is mad at Zoe Saldana because she's playing Nina Simone. And they released the picture of her playing Nina Simone. I do feel, I can't lie, I do feel that they should have gave this role to a woman that's...
I thought Mary J. Blige was playing Nina Simone.
Mary J. Blige been dropped out that project. She been dropped out there.
Don't tell me she dropped out to do the crispy chicken commercial.
Look, I don't know what it was. Maybe they were so offended they didn't want. Maybe J. Blige plays Zoe Saldana. I mean, play
Nina
Nina
Simone.
Simone.
Zoe Saldana don't even look like Nina Simone.
At all. First of all, she's a Hispanic woman, but they, through the power of makeup and. I think it would have been better if they would have found an actress who looked similar to her that can play her. India Arie.
Yeah.
Somebody.
That would have been a good idea, India Arie.
Yeah. But they gave it to her and they showed the picture of her, transformed, so she had makeup on her face and she looked a little bit darker. She had an afro and everything.
Did they give you the...
No, not really.
You can tell they overdid it with the makeup.
Well, they didn't show the front. They only showed the side, and that's the thing.
You know who they could have got to play Nina Simone?
Who?
Gabourey Sidibe.
She's too... Was Nina Simone ever that big?
No, but I'm just saying she plays everybody else.
Fuck you up.
What?
No!
What? Oh, come on. Whoever said you had to be big to play a skinny person.
No, you got...
That's big in it.
When you do a
I'm
biopic...
joking.
I'm just saying. And this is where I'm getting mad because when you do a biopic... Like let's say they do a story on Beyonce. You ain't gonna pick no white woman, dress her up in black woman's makeup and all that just because you think she's a good actress and would be good to play Beyonce. No.
Because as light as Beyonce is, she still looks like a black woman.
You're gonna go find a Creole woman or someone that's close to her and race to play Beyonce. So that's what I think they should have done in this situation.
One of the best... Okay, two of the best people who played in biopics who looked so similar to the people that they played. Jennifer Lopez as Selena and Faye Dunaway as Joan Crawford and Mommy Dearest.
But wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's a new movie that came out that played Sarah Palin.
Julianne Moore.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Good
Get
job.
your life.
Life.
Get it, okay? Come on, get it. I saw those clips. I said, whoa, is that Sarah Palin?
Okay. She did a good
They got
job.
the glasses, the hair, the suits, everything.
So they could really make it work, but I don't know if they can make it work. We gotta see the front shot because they playing with us by showing us the side view. But I do think it's better to pick someone that's the same race, similar in color, and all you have to do is just do hair and makeup.
You know who I think should play me in the biopic?
Who?
Tay Diggs.
No.
What?
He's too dark. See, this is stuff I would look at. He's too dark.
But he looks like me.
He wouldn't be right.
Oh no. You know who could play me in the biopic? Tyson Beckford.
Yeah, he's old enough to play you.
Get your life.
He's old enough. I mean, hey. Didn't he tweet you one day?
He did. And I got my whole life, and I think I got a little bit wet too.
He may have to gain some weight to be you though.
Get your life.
Yeah, you got a little situation going on.
I do.
So stop it.
I do.
So I want to know how y'all feel. A lot of women are just so upset about this, but ain't nothing we can do now. So just pick. I don't know what else to tell y'all. But don't be that mad. I mean, she is kind of black. So Lance Armstrong lost all seven of his seven World Tour de France championships because allegedly he was doping the whole time. But if he was doping the whole time, how was he passing the test? I don't know. But it was reports going around that he was forcing his team to dope with him, or it was some type of performance enhancement drugs that he was taking that wasn't being detected, or he was using somebody else. Look, it's a big ass scandal going on. And then today, another committee confirmed that they said, you know what, we want to strip him of these titles. We're not. Whatever happened from 1999 to 2005, nobody's the winner.
Wow.
Nothing happened. They're just extracting everything out.
Wow.
Kind of like what they did with the Joe Paterno situation. They said we taking away everything. Every title he won, he's been stripped of it. But see, a couple months ago, I didn't talk about it because I said, well, I don't know. I don't know who to believe. But Lance Armstrong, when you have something like that, and then Nike dropped him, so now he's losing endorsements.
What about the Live Strong bracelets?
Look. He is losing all of his endorsements and
I still
everything.
want one.
Look, I used to have them. They pop off my damn wrist.
Well, I want one. Well,
But
that's a big risk.
shut your mouth. Anytime somebody accuses you of something like that, you will want to have your name cleared. You don't just quit and say, you know what?
Fuck it.
I'm just chalk it up.
Yeah, not something like that.
It's something you got. This is your fucking integrity. This is your life. This is something that you always do.
You're right. You're absolutely right. That's just like if somebody accused me of being straight. Mm-hmm. How dare you? What? Get your life.
And you know what?
What?
Be like the pictures.
No. Oh, me? Oh, sorry. God, did they lick? Girl.
But see, Lance, that's not something I would do. Because if I knew that was me, I ain't gonna have nothing to do.
Oh wait, they have pictures of him doing dope.
No, they don't have pictures, but they was like really investigating him.
Oh yeah.
So he just gave up on the whole thing. Like, fuck it, it is what it is.
Maybe that's why him and Sheryl Crow are not together no more. Because she knew he was doing dope, and then he probably made her sign something and say no.
That would be good if that was the truth.
See, that's why Oprah need to have her on.
Oprah need Lance Armstrong on there too.
No, Lance needs to be on Y'all and Fix My Life. Cause she'll get to the bottom.
Oh yeah.
She'll let him know. Not on my watch when you dope.
I don't like that people can take these drugs to enhance. You don't need
all
that.
About? Yeah,
it's just to make them stronger, to perform better. Some people take steroids.
But I'm saying, like, I don't understand why if it's a shame. It's such a shame that 80 or 90 years ago, these baseball players and they didn't have that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. So these people were winning because it was them who was doing all this. Now you got all this enhancement, and these guys are just cheating, and then it's come out, and they don't care. They have no worries in the world because now they got all these millions of dollars, and then they act like they care, but they really don't care because then they go home and they get stripped of all these titles, but they still go home to $60 and $70 million. You see what I'm saying?
But now he's losing his Nike was a big endorsement he had.
That was a big endorsement.
I don't know what he's going to do with this song, but people are pulling out left and right. Now, see, Lance, this is something that you should have thought about before you just gave up. Why didn't you just say, give me a lie detector test? Or something?
Excuse me, because he knows that he was in wrong.
See, Marion Jones went through this. Barry Bonds went through this.
Barry White?
Barry Bonds.
Oh, I'm going to say Barry White was on drugs too? I knew his voice was deep for a reason.
I thought about Barry White the other day.
Barry White?
When I hear his songs, come on, like, his voice is distinctive. And today they had the guy, Dennis Haysbert, on Wendy Williams today. And he sang Call Me Maybe, but he didn't sing it. He just, he like, you're in good hands. Like, he did the lyrics. Yeah. He sounded very convincing.
As Barry White?
No, but as Dennis Haysbert.
Well, of course he was so convincing.
I know.
Because that's him.
I know.
His voice is actually naturally deep.
I know.
Yeah.
Are you in good hands?
Can you imagine having sex with him? How do you like it? Not like that. Not like that. Ugh.
Some girls would do it. Just say I'm talking his ear.
But it's too deep.
Accent sounds good to the ear.
But his voice is so deep that it would kind of make my ear ring. Like,
you would get your life anyway.
Probably for like 2 seconds. And then I'm like, oh my god, alright, stop. No, stop.
Then you keep going.
No. You'd have to drug me. You have to Lance Armstrong me. I'm going to start using that. Lance Armstrong. Lance Armstrong me if you want.
And last before we go, there's a girl that got an album coming out in December. Oh yeah, first of all, before I talk about that, we are going to be interviewing Vivian Green. Maybe I could call her after so we can set up a time.
Set up a better time because it's not really too good for me.
So tomorrow we're going to be interviewing Vivian Green. She will be on the Scorpion Show. She has a new album out called The Green Room. It's her 4th album, and I know a lot of people did not know she had an album coming out or hear about it coming out, but she has a new album out, and if I could suggest you to go to iTunes, sample it, like listen to some of the songs, I say get it because this is her best album since Vivian. So in 7 years, this is her best album, and I think you guys need to give it a listen to it, and we're going to be talking about a lot tomorrow on the Scorpion Show, so make sure y'all look for that. And last but not least, the last topic I want to talk about is Sierra. And I want you guys to tweet Sierra if possible. If you could tweet her if she didn't block you. Tweet her and tell her to come on the Scorpion Show. keep tweeting her, tell her she needs to come on because I think that would be a really good show if she comes on. She could talk about, a lot what has happened in the past couple of years, like her career, her new record label. Why hasn't she been so successful lately? Like, we can talk about a lot of stuff. I ain't going to talk to her about 50 Cent. I don't care about 50 Cent. I want to talk about her career. So tweet her and tell her to come on the Scorpion Show. And you know she got a new video coming out this Thursday, which is her birthday. The video is called "Got Me Good." She's gonna be dancing in the desert with the girls from America's Best Dance Crew. It looks like it's gonna be a good video. It gave me a little bit of Janet. You want this? Who cares? I need y'all to get her on, and I gotta make sure that we still interviewing Rita Ora at the end of this month. And then we might be interviewing Q Parker from 112 too. So we're getting our interviews in there, and then next week we got Tweet. So y'all just we need your support. Retweet. If you haven't bought a shirt from the Scorpion Show store, please buy a shirt, or please put it on your Christmas list for somebody can buy you the shirt. Make sure you write the right size, because I don't want you to get the wrong shirt and stuff. But thank you guys for watching.
Well, I'm not. I just want to give one thing.
Yeah.
I just want to say, for those of you guys may not be too aware of this, some of you may have heard it, but over the weekend we lost George McGovern. For those of you that don't know who George McGovern is, George McGovern, who is he?
He was actually someone that ran for president, and he lost by the largest landslide ever.
Oh, was it? I
Yes,
don't know.
he lost by over 500.
Well, I don't know that part, but I know that Kevin is right. George McGovern, do you know who he ran against?
Nixon, I believe. If it wasn't Nixon, it was Reagan.
Which year?
1972.
Then it's Nixon. Reagan wasn't president until 81.
Okay,
I'm gonna have to sit you down one day.
well, I'm getting. Well, I know something. Shit.
Well, you do. I'm shocked. Shocked.
Hello. Hey.
Yeah, so he died over the weekend. He was 90 years old. So I just want to say, rest in peace to George McGovern.
Yeah, rest in peace, George McGovern. But yes, he lost by a landslide.
Nixon was very popular, and you also know he was at a point in
Yeah,
time.
but because at that time he wanted the war to end.
He was actually very
Because he was an
popular.
actor.
Who? That's Reagan, sweetheart.
Reagan.
No, McGovern was against the war.
Yeah,
Nixon,
and that's why he lost.
Yeah, because Nixon. But the thing about it is,
Well, why
Nixon was very
won?
popular with African Americans at a time too.
And wasn't he Republican though?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
at a time, a lot of African Americans voted for Republicans. At one point in time,
Mm-hmm.
and that all changed. Don't ask me
But
why.
now, because now the new generation is brought up that Republicans only care about rich white people and Democrats only care about the poor black people. That's why. And Pennsylvania is actually a Republican state, and Philadelphia is a Democratic city. Because it's not black people that live
Nothing
here.
but minorities that live in here. Like the one that just walked in here. Say hi to the camera.
So, this has been an hour-long video. You heard my story about the AIDS walk and Brandon and Dennis. And shout out to the people at Cheney University. Shout out to everybody that did the AIDS walk, because there was over 15,000 people that did the walk.
Wow.
And we raised $375,000 to help all the, it's over 20 AIDS homes here that help people with HIV and AIDS. So all that money gets sent to all of those organizations. And I didn't tell y'all how the bells and whistles went off when I went to go say that I was there. When they looked down and seen that it said $2,100, even though it really was $2,700.
Oh wait, they said how much you had donated.
Yeah,
They announced it.
Yes, so them girls got on the whistles, got on the horns.
Oh right, I thought that's right.
Shaking,
You should have thought. You should have had somebody record that when they did that.
I know. I recorded that, a lot of stuff, but I forgot to record that.
Oh, that would have been a good thing.
And they also they gave me a platinum. They gave me a platinum fleece, which says 2008 AIDS Walk Platinum member, because we raised over $1,000.
That was nice.
Yep.
Oh.
So I can't wait to talk to somebody in charge. Also, I'm trying to get us to do something for Black Gay Pride.
Maybe we can get the AIDS people to sponsor something that we sponsor our
cookout
next year.
Or maybe we could probably get them to do something. So
Yeah.
I can't wait. So thank you.
That was nice.
Thank you to everybody who donated, and it already went by, but I put everybody that donated name on the video. So just thank you all so much for donating a 50 cent, $1, $5, $100, $200. Just thank you all so much for giving what you can to help people living with HIV and AIDS in Philadelphia, in the Philadelphia area, I should say. And we got to go. It's 6 o'clock, So thank you all for watching. Make sure y'all watch the Vivian Green interview, and make sure y'all watch the AIDS Walk video. And we'll be back with some more videos. Y'all got a shitload of videos coming. So
Oh boy.
make sure y'all watch them.
Oh God, I'm not ready
Peace.
for that.
You gotta get ready. We gotta work. That's what we want.
Do we?
Yeah.
So you finally did the interview?
What?
Vivian Green.